This video is in no way, shape or form intended to generalize any group of people. This is just me objectively reacting to information available on the internet and sharing my opinions. Hi guys, welcome to a normal day in Pakistan. If you ask a regular young person in India or China what they want to become, they would say a doctor, engineer, a painter, whatever. But ask a Pakistani the same question and they'll most probably say that they want to destroy India.
You want to fight India?
Yes.
Why?
I am Muslim.
Pakistan Zindabad!
Thank you.
You want to fight India?
Yes, inshallah, one day.
Inshallah, one day you want to fight India?
Yes.
I want to be a creep. Destroy India. Destroy India. Why?
I am Muslim, you Hindu.
No, wait. You want to fight India because you're Muslim?
Yes.
Well, f***ing shit. You're here to hear first, folks. What if you lose?
I never thought of that.
Grape. Pakistan Zindabad.
Good.
Well, that's about what I expect from a Pakistani.
I mean, as if they have nothing else going on in their lives, apart from asking every country on the planet for loans. And if you've spent any time watching Pakistanis on social media, you already know they're absolutely obsessed with the idea that their army is the strongest in the world. Look at this guy training his soldiers to fight the Prime Minister of India himself.
अगर इंडिया के साथ जंग हो जाए तो मोदी को कैसे मार के दिखाएगा, मार के दिखा। और शाबाश, पाकिस्तान मोदी को देखे मारने का, एक दफा और करके दिखाइयो जरा जोर से।
Who cares about development and toilets?
All of these actions seem normal to Pakistanis. Others hang out alone on the outskirts of the city. Additionally, motorcyclists can come up behind you quickly and hit you while you're walking on the road.
Who cares about any of that, right? Just keep telling your people that your army is the strongest. So strong that 93,000 of them surrendered to the Indian army. A world record, by the way. The largest military surrender since World War II in terms of personnel.
Before the Indian Army can think about leaving Bangladesh, 93,000 Pakistani prisoners of war will have to be transported to India. 25,000 of them are here in the Dhaka cantonment getting ready to leave, guarded from possible Bengali vengeance.
But the Pakistani government never talks about this to its own people. They would rather have their citizens believe that Pakistan is a major world economy making big decisions on the global stage. The reality, though, is that the country is running on IMF bailouts and its economy is completely broken.
Their whole worldview is, India must kill India. And that's why they started the Taliban. They started the Taliban to give them a base in Afghanistan so the Indians wouldn't be there. They're paranoid, and they're such pathological liars, they don't even know when they're lying anymore.
You're talking about the Pakistanis?
Pakistanis.
Okay, just to make that sure. Richard?
Someone posted this on Instagram. It has nothing to do with Pakistan. But look at this Pakistani in the comments going, how can India be there? His government never told him that a single Indian state's economy is larger than Pakistan's entire economy. It's honestly senseless and kind of funny to even compare India with Pakistan. They love living in their own delusions. And instead of acknowledging that and actually working on their economy, they'll say things like, at least we have toilets. Which, by the way, isn't even true.
You never criticize China. You would criticize the genocide in Gaza, but the Pakistani government won't criticize China's genocide of Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang.
Well, I'm aware of what are you trying to
I'm just pointing out a double standard that some people might say the Pakistani government criticizes Israel for the genocide in Gaza, but it doesn't
I think
say anything about the Chinese
these two situations are not comparable.
Well, because he wants more loans from China. It's really as simple as that.
In Pakistan, half of the population gets married to a first or second cousin. And this shows that cousin marriages are still very popular in Pakistan, in South Asia, and even in Arab countries. But when you look into it, there's actually a problem because the chances of having children who have genetic disorders increases. It doubles. Even though it's a small percentage, but it still doubles from 3% to 6%.
Cousin marriage is extremely common among Pakistanis.
पाकिस्तान में लगभग 65% लोग अपनी फैमिली के अंदर ही शादी करते हैं और सिर्फ 34% फैमिली से बाहर। और इस 65% में से भी तकरीबन 3/4 शादियां फर्स्ट कजन्स के दरमियान होती हैं। Interestingly, cousin marriages पर डेटा भी काफी सालों से चेंज नहीं हुआ।
It is a serious issue that often gets ignored. And it doesn't just lead to slower economic development and higher fertility rates. The bigger concern is genetic disorders. That's why a large portion of people in Pakistan are prone to severe genetic conditions.
85% of Pakistanis in the UK would prefer to choose their own spouse, their own partners. But if 60% or now down to 40% are in cousin marriages, then it shows that there is an element of pressure being applied to force them to marry cousins. And that sort of feeds into this tribal system. And this sort of indirectly links, I think, to the issues, that have been with grooming gangs. And very unfortunate that a lot of English girls were victims of that. But the way the gangs operated have been through a sort of a tribal system as well, and a cousin marriage features or sort of fuels a part of that system.
Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Salam. Salam alaikum. Salam. Salam alaikum. Salam. Sampulaikum.
If it's a societal problem, it needs a societal solution. But if you believe nothing is wrong to begin with, then nothing is ever going to change. Now, why am I bringing all of this up? Because instead of fixing real problems in their society, Pakistanis keep dreaming about conquering India, which is simply never going to happen. Just accept it. It's a stupid dream. This is the kind of fantasy they hold on to their whole lives, only to realize at the end of it that they were fooled by religious extremists and politicians, and they successfully wasted their lives.
Psst. Osama bin Laden was found in Pakistan. The Mumbai terrorist attack, those guys were found in Pakistan. Bushra, who just went to the open-air prison in occupied Iran and says everything is fine, is from Pakistan. And the terrorist attacks in Dawood, Bali, WTC, London, Belgium, California, Kandahar, they were all from Pakistan. And I'll tell you, with the unhinged woke freak fanatics out of UC Berkeley, the unhinged woke freaks at UC Berkeley that ban Hindu Week, I guess Hindus aren't allowed. All for inclusivity, except if you're Hindu, maybe except if you're Christian, maybe except if you're Jewish. Oh, but we all know who's welcome there at that evil institution. Oh, but by the way, let's not get distracted, derailed. Who's in charge of UN's anti-terrorism? What country is he from? There you go.
This Pakistani guy visited a regular Indian airport and said it was better than the airports in Dubai or Bangkok. But if you go and look at the Pakistanis in the comments, they're saying that he must have been paid to say that. Imagine that level of cope. This post was about countries with the best engineers in the world. And of course, India has to be there. But look at this Pakistani in the comments. He's just obsessed. And here's a post about countries that have been to the moon. A Pakistani is crying in the comments that India is on the list. They don't care about innovation or space programs. They're basically happy being called beggars because at least they don't eat cow dung. At this point, this is just pure insanity. These people need help.
Actually, the main thing, maybe I don't know the law here.
You don't know the law here? Well, don't you think you should find out the law here? Okay, you're new here. Where are you from?
Pakistan.
You said that you want to be with her. You said that you want to have sex with her. You said you want to kill her. You want to kill her. You said you want to have sex with her.
And you can marry 14-year-olds.
We can. In our religion, we can. Prophet marry even with a 9 years old.
That's your prophet?
Yeah, Sharia, this is Sharia.
Like, what do I even say about this? Absolute insanity.
Pakistan is thoroughly confused. I've met a lot of Pakistanis when I was in India. It's difficult to meet Pakistanis, but when I was in the UK, they have changed their fathers 3 times in the last 75 years. First they said they're descendants of Arabs, in the 50s, 60s, 70s. Then they started saying they're descendants of Persians. Now they say they're descendants of Turks. They're insufficiently imagined. They don't know who they are. The only way they define themselves is that they are not India. They are not Hindu. And there's this wonderful line that I read somewhere that if a Turk gives up Islam, he's still Turk. If an Arab gives up Islam, he's still Arab. Whereas a Pakistani gives up their version of Islam, they're Indian. That's what troubles them the most. And Pakistan for us is an example. I'm not saying hate them. Hate is too strong an emotion. Don't waste things like that. But Pakistan is an example of what happens to nations who don't think about who are we.
And their identity crisis doesn't stop at comment sections. They project it everywhere. It's like the Pakistani identity doesn't even exist on its own.